Can you imagine turning just $3 into an absolutely life-shattering $388 million? It sounds like something out of a movie, right? Well, for one very lucky family, this incredible story is their new reality. And it all started with a simple, impulsive decision by a mother. Our story begins with a woman named Lorna, who lives a quiet, ordinary life. She's a loving grandmother and mother-in-law, always putting her family first. One sunny afternoon, while running errands, something caught her eye. She was at a local convenience store, just picking up a few things, when she saw the lottery sign. The jackpot had swelled to an astronomical amount, $388 million. On a whim, Lorna decided to try her luck. She bought a single $3 quick pick ticket. She didn't think much of it, just a bit of fun, a little daydream fuel. She tucked the ticket into her purse and completely forgot about it. That evening, life went on as usual. The family had dinner, watched some TV, and went to bed. The lottery drawing happened, but it wasn't on anyone's mind. The next day, Lorna's son-in-law, Jake, was scrolling through the news on his phone during his lunch break. A headline popped up: "Mega jackpot winner sold in our town." His heart skipped a beat. He remembered Lorna mentioning she might buy a ticket. He called her immediately, his voice filled with a mix of excitement and disbelief. "Mom," he said, "you need to check your lottery ticket right now." Lorna chuckled on the other end of the line. She had totally forgotten about the little slip of paper buried in her purse. "Oh, that old thing," she said. "I'm sure it's nothing." But Jake insisted. He was so persistent that Lorna finally agreed to dig it out. She found her reading glasses, pulled out the ticket, and went online to check the winning numbers. As she read them off one by one, a strange silence fell over the phone line. Jake was frantically checking them against the official results. One number matched, then another and another. His hands started to shake. "Keep going, Mom. Keep going," he urged. By the time she read the final number, Jake was speechless. Every single number on her $3 ticket was a perfect match. They had won not just a small prize, but the entire $388 million jackpot. Lorna couldn't believe it. She kept reading the numbers over and over, thinking there must be a mistake. "This can't be real," she kept whispering. The news spread through the family like wildfire. There were tears, screams of joy, and a whole lot of hugging. It was a surreal, out-of-body experience for everyone. The family, who had always been careful with their finances, were suddenly grappling with a fortune that was almost impossible to comprehend. What do you even do with that much money? The first thing they did was something incredibly smart. Before they went public, before they even told their closest friends, they called a financial advisor and a lawyer. They knew this kind of money could bring huge challenges, and they wanted to handle it responsibly. They decided to take the lump sum option, which after taxes came out to a still staggering amount of nearly $220 million. Think about that for a second. More money than they could ever dream of spending in 100 lifetimes. The family held a meeting to decide what to do next. Lorna, the humble woman at the center of it all, had the simplest and most heartwarming requests. She wanted to make sure her children and grandchildren would never have to worry about money again. She wanted to set up college funds, pay off all their mortgages, and ensure their futures were secure. But her generosity didn't stop with her family. Lorna had always been passionate about her community. She immediately made plans to donate a significant portion of their winnings to local charities she had supported for years. They donated to the local animal shelter, the children's hospital, and a food bank that had helped so many families in their town. She said, "This money is a blessing, and it needs to be shared." It wasn't just about writing checks either. The family wanted to be actively involved. Jake, the son-in-law, who made that fateful phone call, decided to quit his job, not to sit on a beach all day, but to manage the family's new charitable foundation. He wanted to make sure their donations had the biggest possible impact. He spent his days researching organizations and finding new ways to give back. He said in an interview that this was more fulfilling than any job he'd ever had. The family's life, of course, changed dramatically. They bought a beautiful new home, but not a flashy. It was a comfortable, spacious place where the whole family could gather for holidays. They took a dream vacation together, a trip around the world that they had only ever talked about in fantasies. They saw the pyramids in Egypt, walked the Great Wall of China, and relaxed on the pristine beaches of the Maldives. But through it all, they remained grounded. They still shopped at the same grocery store. They still had their weekly family dinners. The money hadn't changed who they were at their core. It had just given them the freedom to live without financial stress and the power to help others on a massive scale. One of the most touching parts of their story is how they handled their newfound fame. They gave one press conference when they claimed their prize, and they were open and honest about their plans. They wanted their story to be one of hope and responsibility. They emphasized the importance of seeking professional advice and of remembering what truly matters in life: family, health, and community. After that, they politely stepped out of the spotlight to live their new lives privately. Their story serves as a powerful reminder that incredible things can happen when you least expect them. A single $3 ticket bought on a whim didn't just change one person's life. It transformed the future of an entire family and uplifted a whole community. It's a modern-day fairy tale that proves that sometimes the biggest dreams really can come true. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What would you do if you suddenly won the lottery? It's a fun thought, and for this family, it's their unbelievable reality. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this incredible story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing content. See you in the next video.